Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and this video deals with an Aries ascendant, an Aquarius moon and a Virgo sun. So you have your ascendant degree in cardinal fire ruled by Mars, Yang. You have your moon in fixed air ruled by Saturn and Uranus, Yang. And you have your sun in mutable earth, yin. But sun in Virgo, not a good placement. 6th house sun, problematic. Moon in Aquarius, one of the least emotional signs of the zodiac. With your moon in Aquarius, moon does not traditionally do well in Aquarius. 11th house moon and 6th house sun. Okay, so the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac, and of course Virgo is ruled by, we all know, Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. So the rising sign is sort of like the armor you wear to interface with the world. It is your physical body, it is how you look, it is your eccentricities, gesticulations and hand gestures and all of that. It is, it also speaks of your health and so much more. The ascendant is, the rising sign is the sum total of your being in 3D. It's how the world perceives you, by the way. So when you walk into a room with your purposeful Aries stride and the edgy look in your eyes, people can see you're not gonna, listen to them. You want it how you want it. You are the archetype of the pioneer, the initiator. You start very many things, not great at completions and detailing, something your Virgo sun should be excellent at doing if you found a way to empower your sun. Okay, now the ascendant, as I was saying, is how the world perceives, how you look. So Aries rules the head. It's a very important part of who you are. Very well-defined features, sharp, prominent, narrow chin, devoid of compassion, the eyes, kind of edgy and restless. There comes tremendous energy with this, so don't let that energy burn you. Also, women tend to keep their hair short with this placement. They have more squarish builds, more masculine tendencies, even the way they are shaped, their gestures, the way they, behave is more masculine than feminine. And you're not afraid to stare anyone down with your Aries eyes. You're not afraid to stare anyone down. You're the dominant. You have a very strong libido. You're ready to pursue the object of your desire, intimidate an enemy. You are the trailblazer, and people can see that. Sometimes it can become arrogance and ruthlessness and movement just for the sake of movement. But you are actually running after higher wisdom, because your soul ruler is Mercury. And Mars is not just about war and action and strife. It is about the action principle. For you, without an empowered Mars, you will not be able to accomplish very much. Okay, and especially you, because Mars is your ascendant ruler. For all of us, Mars empowers us to take action. Yes, there is a strong libido with it. Yes, there is violence, rage. Also, the placement of Mars will show you how you handle your anger and whether you let it escalate out of control. Because you're also pretty selfish, because this is the infant of the zodiac. So with infancy comes selfishness, because a child understands self-preservation. So as eminent astrologer Stephen Forrest puts it, the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness. Okay, only then can you become the true pioneer you're supposed to be. Don't forget Aries, Aquarius, the most pioneering signs of the zodiac. Aries, sign of death. You must die in Aries to be reborn again in toto with Scorpio and Pisces. In these three signs you die, and then you are resurrected into a new understanding of you. So when your soul is born in the turbulent fires of Aries, in the agitating fires of Aries, it is craving for a change in directionality. Okay, it wants to start something new. Aries is about starting something new, right? And remember that Virgo rules your 6th house of health, where you have your sun. Sun in the 6th house. 6th house is a problematic house. So sun in the 6th house is health, hidden enemies, and so much more. So, you know, and it's a house of service. So that could be slightly problematic. Virgo rules nervous system. It rules digestion. So what you put in your mouth, if you're angry, upset, stressed, chronic headaches, persistent acne, ENT issues, sensitivity to gum and teeth, and all of that can occur. So keep that in mind. Empowering Mars and being balanced about your emotions, as well as your need to serve, as well as your need to start new things and go places where no one's gone, you know, literally and metaphorically. Okay, now remember that when Mars is making hard aspects to your planets, be mindful of guns, heavy machinery, driving under the influence, road rage, and all of that. Okay, and always find an exercise or yoga outlet, without which, you know, a lot of physical ailments can pop up with the 6th house sun. And diet is screaming to be looked at. What you put in your mouth. Virgo can be the warrior. So you have this worrying tendency. Your sun is infused with this worrying tendency. So maybe your father was a warrior, or maybe you worry just a bit too much, or maybe, you know, the health of your spouse is you know, is questionable. What's going on with them? Maybe they have chronic illness. I have seen that happen with the 6th house sun. Now, Aquarius moon. So the moon is essentially our emotional and instinctive energy. It's our ESP, it's our imagination, it's how we nurture, how we were nurtured, feelings, thoughts, how we emote, all of that. A very private part of us, the yin receptive, Ida Nadi, the lunar Nadi. Okay, it's silvery, it's you know, moon rules breast and stomach. So everything centers around nourishment for the moon. And how do you get nourishment from an 11th house Aquarius moon? Is that you are definitely going to have a huge social circle, and women will play a prominent position in it. Unless, of course, you have to look at the moon and very many things. If it's problematic, there could be, you know, problems online, posts, online trolling, oversensitivity, you know, emotions could create disturbances in the community. Women could get hysterical towards you, or you could get hysterical towards women. Okay, Aquarius rules ankles and circulation. So you have your moon there. If you're emotionally distraught, it can affect those parts of your body. Okay, ankles, keep them well balanced. Arthritis, remember, starts from then. It can be very painful. And healthy diet for circulation, and make sure you do the things correctly. Okay, very unique, very progressive, very radical, wants to bring about radical change, and amazing with abstract thought. It's a futuristic sign. So Aquarius appears to be, like, you know, way ahead of their time. It's called the Nikola Tesla sign. So no matter what they say, we find it to be gibberish, because we cannot grasp their understanding. You know, they are way ahead of their times. Most Aquarius moons have understood how to work with this energy. Okay, and another thing is, it's not that they don't feel emotions. They do, but they approach those emotions from a place of logic, clarity, objective reasoning. Okay, don't forget they are humanitarian and philanthropists, but they are not great with one-on-one emotions. Sometimes they may also fear emotional intimacy, which is actually their fear of rejection. So Aquarian moons, you're greatly afraid of rejection, but don't be. Lay your heart out there. Only by opening your heart will you truly grow. Touch your heart chakra over and over again, okay? And you will understand that you're not just a social connector, but you can connect your mind, body, soul. And your emotions are a big part of you, of who you are, you know. Fixed hopefully will give you the patience and concentration you need, okay? You definitely need that with an Aries rising. Think of John Lennon, Moon in Aquarius. That encapsulates the very ethos of Aquarius for me. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. Expansive. So futuristic, right? Can we even think of a society like that? We can't, right? They could be, as they are brilliantly innovative, they could be eccentric. Aquarians always feel like the misfits. They feel like they don't belong anywhere. Okay, and this can sometimes play out. And don't forget, the moon is also your mother. So your mother may be, you know, displaying some of these characteristics. She may be very brilliant, very eclectic, very egalitarian, very freedom loving, but emotionally may not have been available for you the way you might have wanted. So, you know, do not withdraw from your emotional life. It's a rich flora and fauna in your emotions. Approach them like you would approach anything. Start with logic, reasoning, then move on to emotions and feelings, you know. Yes, I think, therefore I am, but go beyond it. I feel, therefore I am. Then I am, therefore I am, you know. Do not fear closeness and acceptance of radical change. I mean, thank God we're entering the age of Aquarius. We will see radical change with the internet. So you can come up with very many innovations with the internet. And you have the Virgo sun to methodically analyze all the data and structure your proposal. You definitely need that. Aquarius is known as Kumbha in Vedic astrology, and it is the point the point between inhalation and exhalation. It's a moment of bliss and spiritual awareness. Think what that means for you with your Aquarius moon. The point between inhalation and exhalation. Beautiful. Now the sun. The sun is our father. The sun is our conscious awareness, our soul, our I am, how we shine, our leadership abilities, our goals, our dreams, not in the Martian sense, but the goals our soul has. Sun is the reason we've incarnated. Okay, it's how we develop our personality. Sun, 6th house sun, not a good placement. Sun, problematic in Virgo. Health, take care of your health. Take care of your hidden enemies that may come through your father. Virgo is a sign of service, ruled by Mercury. So this is about you really being productive. Your Virgo sun. Sun is how the people perceive you. So they see this, how you want the people to perceive you. Ascendant is how they perceive you. So they see this fiery, airy side, but actually you're this very, you want them to see this very methodical, analytical Virgo inside. But Virgo can be the warrior, overly judgmental, harsh, you know, nagging, manipulative. So stay away from the lower vibrations of the sun in Virgo. But high vibrations is all about service and healing. A lot of people say they want Chiron to rule Virgo, and I concur. I think Chiron, the wounded healer, should be given the rulership of Virgo. Mercury just doesn't do justice. Yes, Virgo is analytical, but Virgo is just so much more. And with Virgo placements, you're never good enough. But every day you're improving. Say every day in every way I get better and better. So you have the archetype of the pioneer, the archetype of the innovator, and the archetype of service. So how will you serve humanity with such a brilliant mix? Let me know in the comments below. Like what you heard, subscribe, thumbs up, TinaHeals.com. Check out my reading and check out my merchandise. Thank you.